Howdy everybody, Johnny Piazza here, host of Dream Makers, and on today's show we're getting the gang together and we're hunting black bear. Now we're headed up to Canada. There's going to be a whole bunch of guys, a lot of black bear hunting, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And we're about to get it started. So for everybody out there tuning in for the first time that's never seen Dream Makers and they don't know about the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, Dream Makers is actually brought to you by the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. Now, here at OAF, we provide hunts for youths under the age of 25 with life-threatening illnesses, and to be honest with you, we do a lot of those hunts. We take out a lot of kids, we make their big outdoor dreams come true, their parents join them, and they always have an awesome time. We're very fortunate to be able to make that happen, and we do so by donors and everybody that contributes. Now, another huge aspect of what we do is taking out disabled veterans on these outdoor adventures as well and making their big outdoor dreams come true. It's a big part of what we do here at the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, and it is all about thanking them for their service. And that is exactly what's going to be going on in this trip. We're going to be taking out some veterans, taking out some friends, taking out some guys from the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, and we're going to be hunting black bear, and we're going to be making big outdoor dreams come true. All right, so you might be sitting there saying to yourself, I know you're going to Canada, but where in Canada? Canada's a big place, totally understandable, and I got an answer for you. We're heading up to Manitoba, and we're meeting up with our friends Daryl and Dylan from DOA Outfitters. Now, let me tell you a little bit about DOA. Okay, they specialize in black bear hunts, of course, but they also do waterfowl. And this is the biggest part of their business. They're an outfitter. They have a lot of success in the past. They have a ton of big old black bears, and they've actually taken out a bunch of our recipients, and typically speaking, they always get a black bear, and they dang sure always have a good time. So with DOA Outfitters being such generous friends and the fact that they have a ton of black bears running around, this is gonna be the perfect place to get the boys together and do some black bear hunt because we've got quite a few guys in camp. Okay, so if you've watched Dream Makers in the past, you know that typically I take my time introducing everybody so that we know who the heck we're hunting with. But to be quite frank, we got a lot of people on this trip. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this in bulk. First off, of course, we've got our recipient, Andrew, and then we've got retired Navy Admiral Ike Richardson, and a gentleman by the name of Greg, who actually was the auction bid winner at our banquet for this hunt. And of course, last but not least is cameraman Dave Lip, who's gonna be taking out our hunters and trying to capture it all on film.
You might see it there.
You might see it there.
So you may not know this about the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, but we actually have chapters all over the country. A lot of people that contribute in a lot of different places. And on this hunt specifically, we've got a couple chapter presidents joining in with us. First off is Ryan Petersburg of the Northwest Minnesota chapter, and second is Scott Robinson of the Nevada chapter. These guys are gonna be along for the hunt. They're actually gonna be trying to get black bear of their own because this is a group effort, but the main thing is to get recipients like Andrew their black bear, but have a fun time doing it.
Lights down that.
Yeah, just put that little round, the 20-yard circle on top.
Blast.
Perfect, like that. Yeah.
Man, that's fast.
I'll show you how to load it. So this thing just clips in, right?
Okay.
So go ahead, just put a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
And pull this trigger, right? And just let it go. And then you can almost take it off. It'll go down.
Okay.
And then when it goes down, you want to hear, listen for a click. Listen. Push hard on it.
What did you push?
I just pushed on this little lever here. Push it down onto the string hard.
Okay.
Now you put this thing back and just clockwise, crank it up. Kind of till the bottom's out there. You'll feel it.
Okay.
Then yeah, and then same thing. The white fletching.
Okay.
Put it down.
Okay.
Here he comes. This is your chance, man. Is that the one you're aiming for?
Yeah, the one keep on. That's a dead bear, dude.
These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields. Welcome back to Dream Makers, everybody, and we're about to go on a black bear hunt up in Canada with our recipient, Andrew. He's a combat Marine veteran.
My name is Andrew Holpert. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2007 to 2011. I went to Iraq in 08 and 09. I enlisted as an amphibious assault vehicle crewman. We went to Iraq and we went all the way up to the Jordan-Syrian border. Our job was essentially to put in control points to stop the bad guys from running drugs, weapons, whatever they could do to profit and strengthen their organization. So that came with a lot of conflict. So when I got out, I was in college right away. And once I was in college, I started to realize that I was nothing like any of my peers. My experiences, in contrast to theirs, was so different. And I think that really catapulted me into having to deal with some stuff that I didn't know that I had. I didn't sleep well for a long time. I had to learn how to process a lot of stuff because I joined at 19 years old. I didn't really know who I was yet. And then so when I got out, I was trying to figure out Andrew versus what Corporal Holpert was, and I just fought a lot back against stigma.
So it was the mission of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation to take Andrew out on a black bear hunt. That was his dream. And I'll tell you what, there's nobody more deserving of our outdoor adventures than our veterans, because we gotta thank them for every single thing they do. It's the reason we're able to sit here right now, the reason we're able to go out in the outdoors and hunt, and the reason we're able to be free Americans is due to those veterans. So, Andrew, black bear hunt, that's the least we can do, my friend.
Here we are. Opening day. DOA.
DOA.
Andrew.
Nevada Outdoors Foundation.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna go kill his first bear today.
Let's go, baby.
So the guys get set up in the stand, and now all they gotta do is wait. They're sitting over bait, and that's the beauty of bait. You just sit there, you look around, you enjoy nature, and you wait for a bear to come in. So now clearly Andrew missed. Well, actually, I don't know if you want to call it a miss, because technically speaking, he killed the crap out of that tree, all right? I'm talking about direct hit. But that being said, he didn't hit the bear. You know, Andrew was lined up. He was confident. He felt good about it. And given the angle, he thought he could hit it. So now the tree was kind of close to the bear, but Andrew had a much better angle than us, the viewer, okay? So he was confident. And after talking with Dave, he's like, Dave, that was such a huge miss. It has to be something with the crossbow. So what these guys are gonna do is they're gonna head back to camp. They're gonna check that crossbow and make sure that it's on before they go chasing any more bears. But you wanna make sure you're 100% confident before you take an animal, so that's exactly what they're gonna do. Stick with us. Dream Makers will be right back. These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields. Welcome back to Dream Makers, everybody. Now we're on a hunt with our recipient, Andrew, and he just missed a black bear. Now, if you're out there watching, like, oh my God, I can't believe you missed a bear. Well, first of all, if you haven't missed, you haven't been hunting long enough, That is an absolute fact. It is a part of hunting. So Andrew, you are not alone, my friend. But what Andrew did is he was smart enough to realize, hey, I need to sight in my crossbow and make sure that I'm confident before I take it back out, which he did. And it turns out that the crossbow was actually off. So good for you, Andrew. He's locked, he's loaded, and he's ready to chase some black bear. So now the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, they have an annual banquet. And what it's all about is bringing together our recipients, our donors, and our friends, where everybody just celebrates the cause. They donate, they get to hang out, everybody gets to see each other and have a good time. And we also have a big auction. And at that event, we auction off hunts. One of those hunts being the bear hunt with a veteran hunt. Number one, you get to donate, which is awesome. Number two, you get to go on a cool hunt. But number three, and most importantly, is you get to do it with a veteran. And the winner of the last auction, his name was Greg. And he is so excited to be out here with some veterans and some friends from OAF doing some black bear hunting. So now our recipient, Andrew, he's going with Dave to another tree, all right? We'll catch up with him later, trust me. But right now we're meeting up with Greg and his guy, Dylan, all right? Dylan's with DOA, he's actually Daryl's son, all right? He knows this place like the back of his hand, and he knows exactly where to take Greg to get him a big black bear.
I'm ready. We're gonna go get a bear tonight. Yep, 2019 at the banquet. 3 years in the making. We've been waiting through COVID. Got postponed twice and finally started easing up. Coming with a group of guys, I mean, you couldn't do this by yourself. It wouldn't be as much fun for sure, right? But beautiful country, facilities are top notch, food's great, that's it for sure. Super excited to be here and having fun with you guys, man.
We're going to Piney 2 and Piney 3. Let's saddle up, boys.
I'm going where the bears are.
Saddle up, boys. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to get them.
Now you may be wondering yourself, what in the holy heck is that orange stuff, all right? I totally understand, because when I first saw it, I wondered myself as well. Well, that is actually cake icing, believe it or not. And it is for the black bears, all right? It is sweet, it is smelly, and it brings them right in to where they need to be. So Dylan must know what he's doing, because it does not take long for a bear to come in. And not only is it a bear, but this is a special bear. He's got the classic white patch that some black bears have. Now, it's not a common thing. It's almost like a buck with a drop tine, all right? It's something cool that doesn't happen often, but when you see it, it's like an extra trophy. It's something you definitely want to go after.
Sweet, I got him.
Nice shot.
Got him. I got him, baby.
That was a good shot.
Woo! He's got a beautiful white patch on him. Did you see that?
Okay, so I don't know how else to put this. Greg is an excitable guy, clearly. So Greg, go ahead and let it out.
Yeah, baby! Yes! Look at it spewing out, dude. Look at that right there. Look right there.
Yeah.
On the log. He barreled through here. Blood. Blood. Oh yeah, he's just leaking, dude. Look.
So Greg got his bear, and clearly he's excited, right? He's having a good time. He's got a bear on the ground, but we still have Andrew's hunt left to go. When we come back from the break, we're gonna show you the absolute craziest thing that anybody has ever seen in the bear woods. But to see it, you're gonna have to stick around. Dreammakers will be right back. These dreams are made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields. Welcome back to Dreammakers, everybody. Now, we just went on a great hunt with our auction winner, Greg, who got a phenomenal bear. But coming up, we've got Andrew. He's our veteran recipient, and he's still got a bear to go. So what we're about to do is we're about to hop in the stand with him and cameraman Dave and see if we can put 2 bears on the ground. It's the last night, and it's the last chance to get it done.
Bear down time. Bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Let's bring home the bear.
So one of the best parts about hunting in spring, for me personally, is the sounds. You know, you hear all the birds chirping and the bugs popping off, and it's just so soothing and nice. And the only thing that makes it better is hearing the crackling leaves when you know you got a bear coming in.
Bear down, baby. He's not a big one, but it's a bear. It's a bear, and we're on the board.
So Andrew's bear taps out very quickly, all right? Very ethical shot. But keep in mind that Dave still has a tag, okay? And they still have a little bit of light left. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna let Andrew's bear settle. Dave's gonna take the crossbow, Andrew's gonna take the camera, and they're gonna see if they can use this time to get Dave a bear. But what happens next, you will literally not believe it. Yeah, that's a bigger bear. So Dave grabs the crossbow, he gets on the bear, and he just doesn't feel ethical about making the shot, all right? There's a lot of stuff in the way, the bear's moving, he's kind of bunched up, sitting on his hind quarter, but out of nowhere, this bear literally grabs Andrew's bear and takes off into the woods. He hesitates for just a second, and Dave has one more chance to make it happen, but he just doesn't want to take the shot. It's too cluttered, and he decides, hey, I'm gonna pull off, we're gonna get down out of this tree, and we're gonna chase this sucker and get your bear back, Andrew. We're not letting him get away.
Did you guys find the bear?
No.
No way.
It's on video.
It's on video?
Yeah.
We did it, Dave.
We did it.
4 for 4?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You too, Greg?
Unbelievable, yes. Awesome, there he is right there.
So Andrew didn't get to go home with his bear, technically speaking, but what he did get to go home with was a heck of a memory. Not many people have ever seen that in their lifetime. And it was an experience, and that's what the Outdoor Adventure Foundation is all about here. You know, it's not just about the hunt, it's not just about the kill, it's about the entire experience. You know, going back to camp and seeing other people's bears, and getting to share that experience with everybody in camp.
So then I saw the side of the bear, he was coming in, and then, so I'm just waiting, he got within 20 yards. First opportunity, boom! All of a sudden it just went off, man, it was awesome. And then he ran 30 yards and fell. It was great, yeah, so that's the story.
How did that go again?
Yeah, so 5 days of hunting, and on the last session of the last day, everybody got their bear. How awesome is that?
Last hour.
Of the last hour of the last day.
Within 15 minutes.
I wouldn't have believed it. That's,
I'll be honest with you, when you killed your bear, I just giant sigh of relief. I'm like, okay, good. I feel much better now.
You felt better
Oh,
than me?
God, I was so worried.
how'd you feel when it got stolen?
I didn't know.
I didn't believe it.
I didn't either.
Yeah, what'd you say? It sounds like a work of fiction. I'm like, I know. I'm staring at my bear gone.
I feel very privileged. I feel very blessed for the opportunity that the Outdoor Foundation has given me. And then of course DOA Outfitters, they've been some of the kindest, most generous people I've ever met in my entire life. And I would highly recommend that if there's anybody who's considering being involved, you should.
We are a community organization. We care about our community, and especially our chapter is very veteran-centric. We want to take care of those veterans that they may be able to heal from some things. It may not be the hunting. It may be just sitting in the cabin with everybody around them that they just miss. And that's one thing that I know as a veteran that sometimes I really miss that brotherhood, and I love to be around the fellas, and it makes me feel much better.
Ooh, it's right here, buddy, right here. This is the place to be. Come and have some fun.
So overall, these guys had an awesome time. Now, actually, another one of our hunters, Ryan Petersburg, the president of the Northwest Minnesota chapter, he actually got a bear too. Now, Ryan is also disabled, just like some of our recipients. And also like our recipients that are disabled, he does not let that keep him from doing what he loves in the outdoors. And that's what this show and the Outdoor Adventure Foundation are all about, making big outdoor dreams come true. And if you're out there and you've watched today and you want to get involved and you want to become a dream maker, all you've got to do is head over to our website where you'll find all the information to do so. We're going to put the information on the screen to make it real easy for you. And if you're out there and you want an easier way to give, all you've got to do is check out our Spare Change app, where you can text GIVE to OAF at 21000, where all your spare change will be donated towards our mission. It's a really small way for you to give, but it makes a huge difference to us. I want to thank everybody out there that's watched this show. It's been a heck of a time, and we've got a ton of great shows like this coming at you all the time. But to see them, you're going to have to tune in right here on Dream Makers.